Xiao Yan and others represented Xinxiue Pavilion. In order to participate in the bar mitzvah of the younger generation of the ancient clan, after 3 days of waiting in the ancient holy city, the door to the ancient realm finally slowly opened. I saw that what appeared in front of them at this moment was a strange space full of birds and flowers, and it was a strange space that could not be seen at a glance. When he felt that the energy of heaven and earth contained in it was several times that of the outside world, Xiao Yan's eyes also flashed with amazement. Because according to his speculation, if you practice in this ancient realm, the speed will definitely be twice that of the outside world. This ancient tribe is not only blessed with cultivation talents, but also possesses such blessed lands. It seems that it is not for no reason that people can be strong. Just when Xiao Yan was surprised by this, he saw more than a dozen huge warships suddenly flying across the sky, apparently to pick up these VIPs and go to the center of the ancient tribe. According to the elder Gusin who led the team, because the ancient realm is extremely wide, if you fly by yourself, the time required will definitely not be short, and this thing can travel freely in space, and the flight speed is extremely fast. As everyone swept onto the ship, Xiao Yan suddenly noticed a strong sense of pushing back. It seemed that what the previous elder Gusun had said was not true. But this thing was the first time Xiao Yan had seen it in his life. Just when Xiao Yan was a little confused, a white-clothed man behind him slowly spoke. He said that this thing is called the sorcerer's boat, and it is something that has been handed down by the ancient race since ancient times. If it comes to speed, I am afraid that even the strongest at the peak of Dozuan will not be able to catch up. But it's a pity that this kind of thing that is too rare is out of print in the outside world, but now I didn't expect that I would be lucky enough to meet in this ancient tribe. Hearing this, Xiao Yan immediately turned his head and saw that on the man's forehead, a lifelike flame mark was slowly burning. This person was the one who was walking with the woman in red that day. Thank you for your information. Ha ha ha, you're welcome, it's under fire. Xiao Yan, brother Huishuan should be from the Yan clan, right? For Xiao Yan to reveal his identity, Na Huishuan didn't dare to smile and nodded unexpectedly. In the next chat, Xiao Yan learned that Huishuan and the others had come to the ancient world to participate in the heavenly tomb that was opened every 20 years. It is said that in this tomb, there are many tombs of the powerful. After countless years of changes, their energy marks are transformed into their appearance during their lifetime. As long as they are defeated and absorbed, they can improve their strength. However, the time in the heavenly tomb is lost more slowly than that of the outside world. It is said that after staying in it for 5 days, the outside world has only passed 1 day. Hearing this, Rao and Xiao Yan couldn't help being shocked by Xiao Yan's determination. If this is the case, if anyone cultivates in it for 100 years and then comes out, wouldn't he become a peerless powerhouse? However, according to Huishuan, each time he enters it, he can stay for up to 3 years, which means it is equivalent to half a year in the outside world. Hearing this, Xiao Yan is now extremely looking forward to that tomb. After all, the 3 years in it are enough for him to do a lot of things, because he now feels that the most insufficient thing is time. And when Xiao Yan learned that the tomb of his ancestor Xiao Xian was also in it, his heart suddenly jumped. Xiao Yan didn't expect that this so-called heavenly tomb was actually related to his ancestors. It seems that this so-called heavenly tomb must be visited by then. Moreover, Xiao Yan was also vaguely able to sense this trip. Maybe he would get something there too. After hearing that Huishuan had answered so many doubts for himself, Xiao Yan also gave him a heavy fist. Thank you, brother Huishuan, for telling him. It's a trivial matter. If you really enter the heavenly tomb in the future, you can't say that you have to cooperate. In addition, you should pay more attention to the people of the Soul clan and the Medicine clan. I won't say much about the former. Your Xiao clan, and they have long been mortal enemies. As for the Medicine clan, it is because of your teacher's medicine dust. According to Huishuan, because Xiao Yan is a disciple of the Medicine clan who abandoned people and medicine dust, and now he is rumored to be the strongest of the younger generation of Zhongzhou pharmacists, so if you meet with the temperament of those guys, it will definitely embarrass Xiao Yan. And the one sent by the Medicine clan on this trip was an 8th-grade intermediate pharmacist named Yaxingji. This level may indeed be very strong in the eyes of ordinary people, but in Xiao Yan's view, that's it. Now Xiao Yan's only hope is that this guy will not come to provoke him. Otherwise, he will have to let the people of the medicine clan see that even the disciples taught by the abandonment of their clan will be stronger than these so-called core clan. And the evil aura that old medicine had suffered at the beginning was all up to him, who was a disciple, to come out for his old man. Next, after chatting with Xiao Yan for a while, Nahuishuan said goodbye and left. Since it is still some distance away from reaching the gushing mountain range, Xiao Yan and the others are now heading towards the bow of the ship, intending to find a place to take a break, but unexpectedly, here, they actually met Gu Zhen, the commander of the Black Annihilation Army. The other party suddenly appeared here. Could it be to find a place for Ling Quan and others? Gu Zhen smiled faintly at this, and immediately shook his head. He said that Xiao Yan could let these boys know what it means to have someone outside the human body and the truth that there is heaven outside the sky, and it would also allow Ling Quan and the others to regain some pride in the future. As for the matter of regaining face, they did not dare to let him personally come forward. Immediately, Gu Zhen pointed to the many Black Annihilation Army guards around him and asked Xiao Yan, "Do you know why there are so many Black Annihilation Army soldiers guarding the warship? I'm worried that these people will stay in the ancient world. After all, the energy of the ancient world is so strong. If you stay here to practice, the effect will be far better than the outside world. People with ulterior motives may secretly stay and find a place to practice." However, Na Guzhen said that this is just some of the reasons. It turns out that there is a lot of meaning in this ancient world, and these people also have a trace of fighting emperor blood. Although it can be so thin that it is negligible, occasionally there will be some mutated strong people, and these people are the foundation of the powerful ancient race. But if these people marry with other foreigners, then the trace of fighting emperor blood in their bodies will completely disappear, so they will be so strict to prevent outsiders from staying nearby. The implication of Gu Zhen is that ordinary people of the ancient race still regard the bloodline of duty so seriously, not to mention that it is regarded by the family as a rare encounter in 100 years, and the bloodline of duty is the most complete Xun'er, and there is a clear provision in the clan rules of the ancient race that it is not allowed to intermarry with foreign races. You should know what I'm going to say now, right? I know, but it still doesn't work for me. You have to advance and retreat in everything, otherwise I'm afraid it won't be good for anyone. This is not a threat, but a reminder. In response, Xiao Yan asked the other party rhetorically, "Is this duty's bloodline really powerful?" However, Gu Zhen, the commander of the Black Annihilation Army, smiled haha, but he didn't need to explain too much about this, because these ancient races are still tyrannical now, which is the best proof. And only by reaching the level of fighting saints can the ancient races be able to ignore the bloodline. Then I will reach this level. Hearing this, Gu Zhen frowned. He said that if he wants to reach that level, he can't reach it by touching the upper lip and the lower lip. Moreover, there are many powerful people at the peak of Dozuan. But even if they spend their whole lives, they can't set foot at that level. Although this Xiao Yan's talent is good, it is nothing in the ancient clan, but even these Tianjiao people don't have the slightest confidence when facing the road to promotion to Dosheng. How can this black-robed young man in front of him have such great self-confidence? Because you are from the ancient race, but I am not. Because you are people who rely on the blood of the fighting emperor, but I am not. I can go from the waste of the Xiao family to this day, relying on the fact that I have never given up. Facing the Soul clan, I am not afraid at all, and the same is true of the ancient clan. Hearing this, a complicated meaning appeared on Gu Zhen's face, but he had never expected Xiao Yan to say such heroic words. You must know that you have never given up these simple 4 words. It is simple to say and difficult to do. Maybe the young man in front of you can really do it. Just as Gu Zhenzhong sighed, accompanied by a slight tremor in the hull, its speed gradually slowed down. Looking at the lush, ancient sacred mountain range not far away, Xiao Yan's heart was beating violently, because above the mountain, there was a cyan shadow looming, and this person was the Xun'er who had been separated from him for many years. Even though they were far apart, Xiao Yan still felt a kind of familiarity and longing that went deep into the bone marrow. But on the face of Gu Zhen beside him, there was a touch of bitterness, because for so many years, Xiao Yan was the first person who could let the god of fumigation come to meet him in person for the first time.